G'day everybody, welcome back. I've got some really good news, and the really good news is we've got a valve. So just to give you the skinny on all of this, I got in contact with Gowan Lock. It's been 8 weeks, guys. What are we doing? They said we can't make it come any faster. We're still waiting for this thing from Italy. I then requested that they send an email to Ducati and get confirmation that the valve has left, which they did, and Ducati is saying yes, it has left the factory. Italy is in lockdown at the moment. Freight in and out is near on non-existent. So where this valve is, we're not 100% sure. And it's been 8 weeks, so we can only assume that it's on the water as we speak. But I wasn't comfortable with it. I said, look, it's been too long. Let's cancel that valve. Gowan Lock said to me, look, given the fact that Ducati are basically not going to be able to freight anything for a long time, or for the foreseeable future, they're more than happy to take that valve, not charge me for it, and put it into stock if I could find another source. I had already had a conversation with Twan where he, at Bigelow Performance in Holland, where he put his hand up and he said, do you want me to send you one? I have some in stock, I can send you one. And I said no. I said, bloke, you've been too good, so look, hang on to your valves. If I get to a point where I'm desperate, I'll give you a shout. If not, thank you very much, but hang on to it. So I rang Brad the bike boy, just on the off chance that he might have one. And he said, yeah, I got a couple. The valves he's got aren't genuine Ducati. They're made by a company in Western Australia called V2. If you're not familiar with V2, they essentially own all the patents and everything for the old bevels. And they are a bespoke bike manufacturer, and they build a beautiful, brand new Ducati bevel. Engine, bike, the whole lot. They build the whole thing. I'll put a link to the description to their website. So in the midst of the world gone mad with this pandemic, and poor old Italy have copped the brunt of it. They're the worst affected outside of China. And we all know where it started. Oh no, it's not bat, it's cave chicken. Chicken of the cave. So yeah, maybe, culturally there needs to be some changes around in some countries where wild animals are handled and slaughtered in markets for human consumption. But I'm not going to go down that path. That's for smarter men than you and I to figure out. But the reality is that the world's gone mad. Australia is now banned all gatherings above 500 people. So you wouldn't want to have had a big wedding planned. So all of our major sporting events are just shut down, as are international ones such as the Formula One Grand Prix, MotoGP, etc. So we're facing unprecedented and an unknown future at this stage. So for me to sit here and gripe about not having a valve to put in my bike seems a little bit selfish. But I guess we all got to try and keep living our lives, maintain normality among the chaos. So the V2 valves, I had to buy 2 of them because they are a slightly different profile to the Ducati. They have a narrowed neck at the back of the valve, just right at the base. The face of the valve on the combustion chamber side is not dished, it is flat, so therefore there will be a mild variant in the compression ratio. So in order to maintain parity between the 2 cylinders, I've ordered 2 valves on Brad's advice. And he's very kindly put them into an airbag for me, fired them off to Gowan Lock Ducati. This was yesterday, Friday. They left Melbourne and they will be in Sydney at Gowan Lock on Monday. So they will then be able to get on with the job of getting my cylinder heads together and sending them down. There's also a slight variance on the V2 valves. They're designed to run with their V2 high lift cams, And in order to facilitate the high lift, they run a slightly smaller base circle, which means that the valves, the distance between the collet groove and the tip of the valve is moderately longer on the V2 valves. I rang Mike at Gowanlock, said, are you comfortable with that? He said, yep, not a problem. If worst comes to worst, we can put them in the valve tipping machine and just grind the tips down a little bit if we don't have the shims to accommodate them. So all is well in that world. So Brad the Bike Boy Superstar, Gowanlock, keep on trucking. They just keep bending over backwards to accommodate me. Twan Van den Bigler again, just, yeah, no problem, I'll send you a valve. Like, just, what a guy. Thanks to everybody for taking an interest again. Sorry it's only another update. Hopefully in a week's time we'll be putting it together. In the meantime, I've washed up all the barrels and I've scrubbed them, cleaned them, wrapped them in plastic. They're ready to go. The pistons have been ultrasonically cleaned and they're bagged and tagged and ready to go. So we're cocked, locked and ready to rock. So until then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I will catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.